Welcome back to Realistic Fishing. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm over here at Skeletor Park. Let's see if we can get a bass. Fishing with a Texas rig plastic worm. At least that's what I'm starting out with. I'm fishing that on an old-time Quantum 1310 MG on a Berkeley Pro Series The Pulse. Got my vintage stuff out today. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, there's a little bite. I think it had the tail, whatever it was. We're gonna keep fishing, that's a good sign. Oh, I'm over the tree. Let's go down this way and try. Yeah, the water's high. Look at that, all the way up to the guardrail. There we go. There we go. First fish of the day right here.
All right, this is Brady K. Meyers with RWF, Rocket Wrestling Federation, and UCW Ultimate Championship Wrestling, and you are watching Realistic Fishing. Everybody now!
First fish of the day right here. Yeah, here we are. First bass of the day. Somewhere between a 1/4 pound and a 1/2 pound. Not very big, but I'm happy to get one. Yeah, got him on that plastic worm. The red culprit, one of my favorite colors of all time. Yeah, good first fish. Let's let him go. Dang, look at that. That fish tore my worm almost in half. Let's go get a new one. There are just too many people showing up here. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, so far this old Quantum is doing pretty good. Casts well. It caught that bass. I don't really have any complaints about it. The Berkeley rod is nice and stout. It's got a nice big cork handle. Yeah. Cool combo here. Yeah, this looks good. Let's see if we can get a bass over here. Let's keep moving. I'm about to go down there and try by the dock. There are some bait fish and stuff over here. I'm just not getting any bites. One more try out in the weeds. Here we go.
Hey, I'm stand 2.
I'm stand 3.
And we're 2 stands fishing. You're watching Realistic Fishing.
Always keep it
Realistic, yeah!
Well, it's almost 6 o'clock p.m. I'm over here at Skeletor Park. We're gonna fish a lipless crankbait just to see if we can get one out of here. The water's high. I got a small bass here this morning. We're gonna see if we can get a 2 bass day out of this. Hopefully I don't catch a bunch of stray slime and goop. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Oh, there we go. Biggest catch of the day so far. Let's try something soft I can pull over the weeds and fish real shallow. All right, we're switching it up to a wacky rig. Let's see if we can get one on this before it gets dark. I'm gonna fish it kind of on top and then let it sink down where I think there might be a fish. So I'm not gonna fish it slow the whole time. I'm gonna fish it slow where I think there might be a fish. Why hasn't this fish jumped yet? That's a bass. I'm using a small hook here. I gotta be careful. Kind of made a run for these weeds here. Come on. Do I go in after him? All right, I'm going in. Oh wait, I don't have to. Here we go. Got him. Check him out. Right there in the side of the mouth.
This is Seth from Goodsville, Tennessee. You're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
Sweet. Check out this little chunk right here. Yeah. That's a nice fat little bass. Look at that pudgy little belly. I'd say this is about a 1 pounder. Nice little football. Maybe even a little bit heavier because of how thick it is. Yeah, second fish of the day. I got one over here earlier on the Texas rig worm, and I just got one on a wacky rig. Yeah, 2 bass day. That makes it good in my book. We're gonna let this one go. Sweet. All right, I still got my bait. That's what I got him on right there. It's like a ruby colored stick bait with a silver tail. Got him on this old-time Quantum 1310 MG, the Dynamag. Let's keep going. Maybe we can get another one. Well, that's it. I fished plastic worms 2 ways today, and I caught 2 bass. Earlier this morning, I got one on a Texas rig, and about a half hour ago, I got one on a wacky rig. The second bass was bigger, but they were both fun. It's a little bit tricky right now, so I'm happy to be catching anything. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.